Ultimate Football just announced 2 major new game modes, and today I'm going to be telling you guys every single thing we know about them. But guys, before we get into some game-changing information, make sure to smash that subscribe button so you never miss an Ultimate Football update. But now, without further ado, let's just get right into these amazing changes. Ultimate Football just released 2 brand new polls on their Discord, detailing a career mode and a competitive mode. The first of the 2 polls contained 6 different options that could greatly change how a career mode would actually work. But even with 6 choices on the first poll, option 1 took the cake with over 50% of the overall vote. Damn Rice, that's a lot of support. So what even is option 1 anyway? Option 1 on the poll is titled Story Mode, and it contains a short description of what it will include. This description says, create a character and play matches to go on a journey from college football player to national celebrity. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds extremely exciting. So I say we move right into breaking down what this could potentially mean for Ultimate Football. The first major detail in option 1's description is creating a character. I'd say it's pretty safe to assume that this will be the same system as we currently know, although there may be some limitations in changing what your character actually looks like after you start a new journey. But now guys, moving on to the next major detail, and that is definitely the college aspect of the update. I assume they will let you select what college team you want to be a part of, because random selection doesn't really make sense if they want people to enjoy the game. But after that, I'd say you probably have to play like 10-ish games to progress through college. But the real interesting part is going to be drafting. With the drafting, it would be really cool if they added an NFL combine to help decide what position you get drafted in. This would also bring some depth to the game as something to look forward to after college. But I hope with actual drafting you don't get to select your team, because then it gives you more of a reason to play the game after completing college. Because who doesn't want to be on their favorite football team? Because I know I do. And now finally, the third major detail is becoming a national celebrity. I feel like this part of your journey will definitely take the longest amount of time as of how hard it is in real life to get to that point. Like, how many football players can you actually name that aren't on your favorite team? Not that many. But the real interesting part comes in the different ways they can incorporate this into the game. I assume how they would do this is by setting up goals for you to complete in your role, like some broad and some detailed to your position. Like, for example, a broad goal would be winning a Super Bowl, and a detailed goal could be throwing 1,000 passing yards in a season. But honestly, we have no idea what these goals could be. They could be anything. Another way of adding this into the game could be a fan system, where you get more fans for doing certain things like making good plays, winning awards, and doing brand promotions. And on the contrary, you could lose fans for making bad plays, promoting bad things, and saying bad stuff, you know. To be honest, either of these would be awesome incorporations into the game, and we might even get both, you never know. Now that we've covered everything important on poll 1, I say we move right on to poll number 2. As I previously mentioned, the second poll details adding a competitive system to Ultimate Football. Even though this poll only came with 4 options compared to the 6, it was still just as interesting as poll 1. But this time, option 2 prevailed with over 50% of the vote, just like option 1 did on the previous poll. The second option describes a competitive ranked mode, kind of like Fortnite, where you go from rookie to legendary. And the only other information we get on this is that it will include skill-based matchmaking, although this is expected in a ranked mode to make it an enjoyable experience. With skill-based matchmaking, I wonder if you'll be able to play with your friends even if they are higher/lower ranked than you. Although I do assume you will, and you'll just be put in the lobbies of your highest ranked friend. Another thing with skill-based matchmaking is randoms. I definitely think there will be fill, as not everyone is someone to play with. But the real question is, how will they deal with incompetent randoms? Because I know we have all been through it, especially in gameplay. To help combat bad randoms or grief play, I think they could add a system that bans people from ranked for a couple hours if they go AFK, leave mid-game, etc. Kind of like Brawl Stars does. Also, if your teammates actually do leave or grief the game, you should get reduced or no placement losses, as uneven teams in football is completely broken. Moving on, I'd say it's very likely that we get different competitive modes, like 2s, 3s, 4s, etc., just like Park. Although, this brings up the question of will you have a different rank for each mode? Logically, that would make the most sense to simplify the system, as you could get carried by your friends to a high rank in larger teams. But it still might not be the case, as ranked has been shown to work even with just one rank for every game mode. Another thing about the modes is, will you have to restart from rookie each season, or will your first game determine your actual starting placement? I hope your first game will actually impact your starting rank, as it'll help sweaty players get out of beginner lobbies early. Another reason is many players really don't care about getting legendary, so they wouldn't want to play against legendary players, even if it's just for the first couple days of the season. Now finally, and potentially one of the biggest issues that could concern a ranked mode, is smurfing. I know this is a very hard issue to tackle, and other than what I mentioned about boosting your rank in the first game, it's pretty much impossible to stop. So I hope players aren't bad about this, because it'll ruin the ranked mode for most casuals fast. But now, most importantly, I hope they add special cosmetics you can actually get from playing these game modes. Like, this will make committed players feel more appreciated and also be able to show off something for their hard work. Because honestly, if they don't do this, many casual players will still choose Parker gameplay because they want the rewards from the season pass. But now that you guys know every single thing about these two game modes, let me know which one is your favorite in the comment section down below. But me personally, I say the career mode would be my favorite because it'll add more content. But I also know as soon as comp comes out for other YouTubers, like it's Voke and Blazer, they're going to be grinding to legendary. So that's also going to be very enjoyable to watch. And also shout out to them because they're actually killing it. But yeah guys, that's going to be all for today's video. So make sure to smash that subscribe button if you're hyped for these updates. And also I'll make sure to let you guys know if any more details are released, either in the description or in a new video. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching and peace out.